Good morning. Welcome to the stream here Saturday morning. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. Hey, just seeing how the bike lines up. That might be okay. So a few things I'm just gonna update that we did yesterday. I did another kilometer on the bike, on the treadmill at the gym, and then I did another 1,000 meters, which was very entertaining. And we did another 3.5 10 eggs. So yesterday we did our workout here. I went back to the gym at lunchtime and finished off chest. For chest I did dips, chest dips, and a little bit of lower pecs with the cables. And then I worked the triceps quite a bit. Again, heavy weights on the cables that I haven't been able to do. Proper dips with the Matador they have there. And then we worked the core. So again, cable exercises I haven't been able to do. And then used a big weight on the cable to get the nice top of the core. Making sure this it's all loading up. Alright, there we are on the screen. I am fully body exhausted. Mentally I'm fine. I had a good sleep, good long sleep. Slept in today on purpose. I wanted to get up for 7, give my body extra time to recuperate. So the plan today is kind of like last Saturday where we just kind of had fun with it, just an endurance day. We'll just start off with the bike, warm up, get the heart rate going, get a little sweat on, and then move into just kind of last Saturday I went into a HIIT program. I don't think I'm going to do a HIIT program today. Ideally I want to be, for the full stream, full 2 hours, I'd like to be constantly moving around, constantly putting myself under physical strain, whether it's jumping jacks, burpees, pull-ups, working the core, carrying the weighted vest around. That was kind of the idea for today. We're gonna see how it goes. As I said, I'm fully physically exhausted. My biceps are just torn from just obviously working out the previous days, and then holding the barbell and the cables, and we're pulling the weight. It was squeezing so tight, and then the dead hangs and row machine. All these exercises I'm just not used to, which is good. It's good to get that sore feeling. Again, just full body exhaustion today. We're gonna get through it. I'm just gonna set up everything that I'm going to be doing kind of in a good position here. Lights don't want to stay up. Alright, I already started to wake up. Normally I'm awake for about an hour, 2 hours before I start working out. Today I literally got up, said, rolled out of bed at 7, fed the cats, and started to set up. So I'm setting this up for doing some pull-ups. We haven't done any pull-ups this month yet. Or I may just do dead hangs too on this. See again how we feel. Now just seeing this, I'm gonna have to move this. Hopefully that's not too close. Okay. So we're gonna start off the usual, just getting stretched out, warmed up. Stretch out the legs and the hips. Just get everything loose. Again, today I don't plan on, at least at the start, using a lot of weights. Just getting everything, my shoulders stretched out a bit. They're really tight. Oh. One thing I did forget, I need to get my shoes. can't explain how sore. Like right right up here from doing like the cables, doing the pecs, like just pulling, not used to it. Oh, it feels so good though. Okay, one more thing before I keep forgetting, sorry. Did not come prepared. Oh, we got a stowaway in here. I'm just gonna grab a towel. Oh, now we got two stowaways. All right, hey, we get a little camera time before we go here. Oh yes, damn. Such a lovely kitty. Don't eat my shoes. Let's get him some camera time. Right there. Right there, yeah. Yes, eat me. Eat me. Playful boy. Oh. Okay. I have a cat hair all off. Beautiful boys. How's everybody doing? Right now, more anything that's sore is my calves, which is very weird. But I guess for the rowing, again, exercises I'm not used to doing. So I'm just gonna give it a little bit. Again, stretch out, roll things out, jump on the bike. I know I did say 7:30, 8 o'clock, so I want to make sure some of the viewers that were interested, if they're gonna come by. We're doing Elden Ring again tonight. If you got to catch that last night, I apologize. It was kind of it was an embarrassment for a while. I swear I got better at the game. And then I died more last night on stream than I think I have total in the entire game combined. But we managed to finish. I had a 3 checkmark thing, personal progression I wanted to do. I did 2 of them. We killed 2 bosses plus an additional one. And then today I'm working. Tonight I'm going to go back and work on what I didn't get to yesterday. We got the problem with Elden Ring, the problem with these games that I have is my attention span. So say it's like, you know, oh, the storyline tells you to go here. Okay, so I start going down here, go there, and it's like, oh, look at that thing. That looks like a castle, or that looks like a statue or whatever. I gotta go check that out. Next thing you know, I'm doing that side mission, and I'm off 45 minutes in the opposite direction. Which is, I mean, how the games are probably meant to be played, but I like to do like everything. I like to sightsee. Alright, let's get right into it now. again, start off with our spin bike. Just gonna get our heart rate up, get the blood flowing everywhere, and then we'll go in. So I'm going to start a personal timer here. And I'm going to leave this going the entire time on my watch. My goal is to do a 2-hour workout. So a steady, constant 2 hours. Actually, a couple minutes to get to 8, even it out. I'm going to finish this and refill it. So yeah, in 2 minutes we'll get started here. I'm just going to finish the pre-workout and then fill up the water bottle. And that'll give us right at 8 o'clock. What do you call, I'm trying to redo the title, like 2-hour marathon or no, 2-hour. Sorry, everybody, just trying to. Okay, so just the thing. Hey, Detox Mango, how are you? So we're just about to get started here. We've stretched out a bit, we've rolled out our calves a bit. I'm just finishing my pre-workout and I'm gonna go fill it and then we're gonna jump on the bike to get started, get the heart rate up. Awesome, good to hear. Okay, I got 2 water bottles. Okay, so if you type, one second, exclamation command, it brings up all the commands I have so far. So exclamation mark 5K or 10K or 21K is my personal best on those runs. If you do the dates, it tells you what dates I have booked and what events are. And then Discord is just my Discord. Hopefully, it should. Oh, sorry, yeah. I definitely, mucked that up. . All right. No, let me put that on the board here. Change command. Okay. I definitely mucked that one up. um, I don't honestly know what my 100 meter is. It's very hard to time yourself, even with like a watch, because like gotta get in. You know, the motion of you hitting your watch as you're going, you're not even in your sprint position, and then hitting it right as you come across the finish line. Generally, I would say, like I'm a slow sprinter, so 18, 19 seconds, somewhere around there. Um, and yeah, I started back up running just about 2 years ago when, slightly after COVID, I'd say the end of April, I started back running up and was very, very slow to start. All right, so I got the watch going. We're starting up just on the bike, getting the heart rate up, getting the blood flowing. And we're just gonna do basically 2 hours and see where we can go of just constant endurance working out, constantly be under a load, try to limit the rest time. I don't have a plan other than just 2 hours of working out. So I may alternate between the bike, do burpees, push-ups, dead hangs, pull-ups, I don't know. If you guys have suggestions you want to see, throw them in the comments and we'll do that. "14 seconds at 100 meters, 14.5. Yeah, I'm sure, like, I don't know. I mean, my goal is I'm working on fast twitch muscles lately. So as well as the endurance, obviously, but working on my sprints. I'm very lucky. Next door is this high school that we have a proper running track on, a proper 400-meter running track. So once the weather and the snow's gone, I'm gonna get back over there like I did all fall. And we're just gonna practice our sprints. I've been practicing them in the winter too, but obviously ice and snow, you can't go as fast. We're breaking some of these records this year. My goal is to get a 40-minute 10K. I gotta do it. It's gonna happen this year. It has to. So I didn't want to clog the chat too much, but I didn't put exactly what the events were. Like the super sprint and beast, if you're familiar with OCR, those are Spartan events. I put Mod Hero in there, yeah. That one is, we're doing the 10K, it's the challenge one. And then I have a Tough Mudder, but we haven't got confirmed the date. It's been pushed back for 2 years, so that one's in Toronto. I believe it's September. I just have to double check. So I have 6 events booked so far this year.
So the last time I weighed myself a few days ago, I was 163.5 pounds. Getting back to being a little heavier. For a while I was 155. The highest I've ever been is 168, and that was when I was trying to power lift, and that was about 3 years ago. Comfortably, I want to be about 155 when I'm cut. And I am 5'10", 5'11". I think my driver's license says 5'10". Could be wrong. I am getting older, so I'm starting to shrink. I will throw on some tunes in a bit here. I'm just trying to get in my zone, start off. And I don't want this video muted because in case people want to watch it after. I'm kind of getting bored of the Twitch playlists on Spotify. Running is so much work. Honestly, it just depends on your body. It depends on your genes. Like, there's people out there that never ran before, like, and they could go out and enter into a marathon and get a sub, 4-hour marathon or whatever. With no training, no practice, they can get good timing. There's people that, my buddy that runs with me, he doesn't run near as often, but for example, his 5K time is, he's just gotten it down, but it's about 23 minutes. And for him, that's kind of been his plateau for a while. As a newbie, him just starting out, he was running 5K in 30 minutes. And that was kind of his point for a few months. So I'd say, yeah, 30-minute 5K is pretty much like if you're just starting out running. Now, with that though, like, a lot of it is not even just your breathing you have to get under control. You need to know how to breathe for sure. You need to have the endurance built up in your legs so the lactic acid isn't going to take over. Your knees aren't going to buckle. Like, when I started running again, I could barely run more than a kilometer in a row. And I'd have knee pain, my calves would hurt like hell, I'd start cramping. And I progressively had to, go, push myself, stop. Rest a couple days, go, push myself, stop. Some people, like I said, have never ran before and they can just go and they just do a half marathon and they get a good time. It's like genetics is a lot of factors into it. I'd say honestly, again, keep, I'm familiar with kilometers, not miles, so kilometer wise, a 6 kilometer a minute pace is great for a beginner. Once you bang that down to 5 minutes a kilometer, you're kind of in the doing well, and then 4 minutes a kilometer is like very good. Once you start getting below 4 minutes a kilometer, you're hitting like, I wouldn't say elite levels, but kind of like the top of the top. Like, it's really good. If you can get like a 40-minute 10K, That's 10 kilometers at a 4-minute pace, like every every lap, right? So I would say, yeah, I would say ideally start and try to aim for a 6-minute kilometer. Keep that pace until you can do that for 5 kilometers straight. So if you can do your 5 kilometer in 30 minutes, that's great. Keep that pace and repeat it, maybe like for a couple of weeks, and then you'll start noticing it gets a little easier. Your breathing adjusts, and next thing you know, you'll be running it in 28 minutes, and you won't even really notice anything changing. Your body will adjust, your muscles will get stronger, but also with running, like, you want to have your body like positioned right. So it's just like any other exercise. You can do it the right way, you can do it the wrong way, or you can do it the optimal way, right? There's science behind all of it. Like you can squat a bunch of weight, right? But then if you do it the optimal way, you can squat even more weight safely. And if you do it the wrong way, you're just going to hurt yourself and fall over. Running's kind of the same way. So I used to run the wrong way for many years of my life. When I was a child, we didn't have trainers or anything in elementary school. It was just like, you know, your typical gym coach, oh, just get out there and run. I ran the wrong way for very many years. Actually, I only started learning how to properly run last year. So I had even done the Mud Hero event running the wrong way. I'd always, basically what I mean by that is I was running for strides. I got shorter legs. I was always trying to overstride everything and trying to keep up and like propelling my body, you know. Where if you do your research, when you run, you're actually running on your toes and you're propelling yourself by the momentum of your feet pushing back. So you want your knees up, almost like I think of it as a train, the old locomotive trains, where you got your wheels and you've got the attachment on the wheels and it goes up and down and shifts to propel the train forward. That's how your legs work. Like if you're doing an optimal running, so you want your knees up and your toes are pointed down. So when you come down, you push yourself back. You've got your chest out forward, head up, good airway breathing. Hands, arms just stiff by the side, little momentum, but you're not flinging your arms, and you're just propelling yourself. And once you learn the basics of running like that, you'll notice, say you do an average of a 30-minute 5K, you could bring that down to 25 minutes, no problem, just by properly running. Yeah, so I said, you know, once you get that 5-minute 5K, so 25 minutes, you're good. You're in between the average and good of running. Now, of course, it really depends on your body weight too, and there's lots of factors. Like if you're very tall and lean, you're typically going to run better. You've got longer stride, less effort. If you're short and stouty, you're carrying the extra weight. You got small legs. You have to do much quicker pace to keep up, which works the heart a lot more, works the muscles a lot more. Again, if you're long and tall, you almost have like this gallop. It's like comparing like a giraffe and a rhino, right? They both can move fast, but the rhino can only go short distance really quickly, and the giraffe just leaps and glides. See, and that's where I used to plateau. I thought I would never, once I got down to, a 25-minute time. I thought I would never get any better. I just spent multiple hours on YouTube researching how to run. And as soon as I got it in my head, when I practiced it outside over and over, it didn't feel natural. As soon as I practiced how to move my legs properly, position my body properly, I believe the first run after I did that, I was sub 25 and it just kept going down. There's a few things that I personally did to improve my run times too. Kind of like, well, to improve anything is add weights. So if you get a weighted vest, start off with like, you know, low weight added to it if you want. When I got the vest, I bought two 10-pound weights with it. So I've always had 20 pounds of weights in it. But there's a lot of different techniques too to improve your overall run. How much are you running nowadays? Okay, so last month I decided to do a tracker board, like on the side here by the chat. I ended up at 72 kilometers for the month. That's decent for me in the winter. We had a lot of cold, blizzardy days. So I couldn't get out as much as I wanted. Today, this board, I put 60 to start. I honestly feel like I'm gonna crush that, but again, I've only gotten one full run in this week because we keep getting the drop in temperature. But on average, like especially in the summer, I had 1 month I did 400 kilometers in a month. That's while working full time. So, I mean, it's all about what you want, right? Like, if you want to learn how to run better or get a better time, you got to put your time in. They say it takes 10,000 hours to master your craft. Okay, so I'm almost at 8 kilometers. I'm going to jump off at 8 here and go on something else and then come back to the bike. So this is kind of what I mean. I've got this weighted vest. You just throw it over yourself. It's got two 10-pound plates in it. Practice things you don't, so exercises, squats, knee highs. So again, we're working on our body, so I'm going to work as I explained, but let's just throw it on. And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So you want a quality one if you're going to be running with a weighted vest on for two reasons. One, obviously you don't want it falling apart and the weight's coming out. And two, you don't want a lot of movement. So this one looks shaky, but it's just because I have a small frame upper chest. It would actually be a lot snugger if I had the, you know, my chest was puffed. But yeah, this is from Rogue, rogue.com, rogue.ca if you're Canadian. They also ship to UK. These are great. These are amazing. They help a lot. So again, you can practice running in it, knee highs, lunges, all that good stuff. It'll strengthen your legs. So some days I'll go out with this and I'll just do like a 5K slow pace run. and it gets my legs used to running with weight. And when you don't have the weight, you just fly, right? You're used to having weight on and you can just fly. So I'm just gonna do some butt kicks right now. What's your 5K time again? And your 10K? Okay, yeah. Oh wait, I'll be here. I should probably put some music on. If you guys have any suggestions that I can put on in Twitch, playlists you want to see, or types of music you want to hear. I'm not big on country, to be honest, and the royalty-free playlists I've heard of rap are just kind of auto-tuned, and I'm not into that, but you can make adjustments. So we're going to be counting our lunges, the bikes, and if we get into dead hangs, we'll count those for the board. So we're doing just a big stride lunge. Get the stretch right at the top. Okay, so that's 20. Not exactly proper dead hang, but it's what we have to work with. Okay, so 20 seconds. We'll just add that up continuously. It's a little harder because I have to hold my legs up. So, all right, yeah, make a phone call. So if you're just tuning in, we just kind of been in. We're 22 minutes into our workout. We're just no reps, no real goal. Just continuously keep the body under strain for 2 hours, working our endurance. Very minimal resting. Weight training, so pretty much every day that I work out. So right now it's been 5 days a week. This week I've done 3 days where I've done night streams or night workouts as well. So today actually so far I've worked out 6 days in a row because I did the gym on my off stream day. And then yesterday I did a double workout. Tuesday I did a HIIT workout, so double workout. I'm pushing myself more and more now. We've got our first Spartan event coming up soon, so when I train, I don't just train like running. My goal is not to just have a good running time. I am training for my events. So I do need all-around training, endurance building, strength, running speed, things like that. Another 20. I also, when I do my weight training, I don't go for like personal best all the time. It's very rarely. I'd say once a month, if that, I'll push heavy weight to myself. I go for, again, more endurance reps, and if I'm doing, like the other day we did bench, got 165, so I call that body weight. 3 rep max, nothing crazy. And then I'll have days where I'll just put on 25s, and so I'll have 95 pounds, and I'll just go 10, 11 reps in a row, rest for about a minute, bang out as much as I can again. What I'm training for again is obstacle course racing, so I have to get used to constantly being my body's physically exhausted all the time. How many pull-ups can you do? It depends on the day, depends on how sore I am. Generally, I think the most I've ever gotten up to is 10 in a row. It also depends on the type of pull-up I'm doing. If I'm doing inverted ones where I'm focusing on the biceps, so like this, I can do more as opposed to the more traditional one, and military one is a lot less, it's a lot harder. There's about, well, those are 3 main ones I know of. There's multiple different ways you can do pull-ups. Cats are going hammering. So like, here's what they're banging around. So ideally, these kind of exercises I do inside. I would do like at my local swimming hole. We have a little tiny like park. It's got a beach, small beach, water, hill. Quite a few hills, like it's not big hills, but the way it kind of loops around, it's only about a 300-400 meter loop, ways you can go, but 2 of the hills are really on a nice incline. So when I go down there in the summer and practice my hill sprints, up and down, sprinting up the steep inclines, doing push-ups, burpees, everything at the top on the grass. Coming down, if it's not too busy, I'll do sprinting on the sand, jump in the water, rinse, repeat. Pick up a nice, comfortable sized boulder that's a little heavy, for me, but comfortable enough I can walk up and down a steep hill with it. Those are the kind of endurance training that I like to do, but it's minus 15 degrees Celsius right now and snow, so we're doing what we can in the room. Ideally, I would be doing my exercises and running, stopping, rinse, repeat, but we're going to be working with the bike today. Not necessarily. Again, man, it just depends on how much you're putting into it. It's like anything, like I said, for one, you could have really good genes, and you just pick it up, right? If you do your research, figure out proper ways of running, eating. I don't eat near as good as I should, but eating properly, fueling your body with proper nutrients and vitamins, cutting out things you don't need that are toxic, including your surroundings. So if you're really trying to improve yourself and you've got people around you that constantly want you to go out every weekend, I mean, that's just going to hurt you, right? Like, you're going to lose focus of yourself. It really just, man, it doesn't take long. And honestly, in under 3 months, I went from barely able to running a kilometer to all the way up to running 13 kilometers in town. And that's when my knees almost gave out. But within, like I said, 3 months of not even necessarily hardcore training, your body's an amazing, wonderful thing. It will surprise you what you can do. I have no idea. I have no idea what song this is. I just have some EDM, Twitch, royalty-free playlist on Spotify. Just something that I can put on or I don't get muted. Do we break it? Alright, get off this for a minute. Just hit 250 kilometers clock total on this. Pretty sweet. This one's called Cradles by Suburban. Again, we're just kind of simulating being in a race environment where we're running, going up and down hills, carrying things. Sets of 20 lunges. Roses says new beat order, Veronica Brave. It's got a bunch of names on there. Kind of work right now. I'm not working. I was a cook for 17 years, so that's all I've ever done is line cooking essentially. I'm taking some time off, trying some new things. This is Twitch I've been doing for 2 months now, and I'm really enjoying it and the interaction of working out. So it's leading me to personal trainer. I'm working on schooling certification right now, but I also want to start my own boot camp, and maybe I'm thinking of doing that virtually, where either I sell a package to somebody, beginner, intermediate, advanced kind of packages, as like a one-time bundle, or live workouts. Ideally, I would love to work with people face to face, like we all again go to a park or whatever and work out. Kind of where I'm at. What about yourself? Oh, this is so hard to do. We'll slowly fly away at it though. I'm having to hold my legs up, which is causing cramps right in the back of the knee. Hello, Christoph, how are you? Thank you for following. Thank you. Volatility trader. I have no idea what that is. Sounds exciting though. Volatility. Alright, this is gonna suck. I'm gonna slightly have to keep moving things around, but this is gonna suck. I did chest workout twice yesterday. We did core twice. We did triceps twice yesterday. I did 100 push-ups on stream yesterday. We're going into burpees. Burpees fucking suck, but get used to them if you like obstacle course racing. So let me actually move this over here. And I'm going to use this kind of angle because I've got this lamp in the way. We're going to keep the weighted vest on until we have to get rid of it. Going to some side lunges. So all the exercises I've done so far today, detox, are really helpful for running, both warming up and strengthening your legs. Doing different kinds of lunges, doing your butt kicks and your knee highs really works the hips, your hamstrings, gets you in that. They're great warm-ups to do before you do your run if you're going for time. So we're at a total of 80 lunges right now. 39.5 minutes solid working, very little resting. Bang out another semi-dead hang, holding the legs up. Exactly another 20 seconds. So we're at 1 minute of dead hangs also. Let's go back onto the bike like we're simulating running. Not exactly the same thing, but again, here we are. We can't run inside. So welcome, anybody who's new. I appreciate you taking the time to check me out. We stream 5 days a week, fitness in the morning. I do so far 3 night streams. So Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday nights. I've been keeping Friday and Saturday nights to gaming. We've been getting into the Elden Ring. Tuesday nights, generally, I'll do a HIIT workout. I'll do a secondary endurance workout. Strength training, endurance building. We're training for Tough Mudders, Mud Heroes, Spartan races for this year. Welcome all, if you're just here to lurk, I appreciate it. If you want to chat, I'm a very open person, chat away. You don't just need to talk fitness or gaming. I don't mind talking about other stuff. Would you say that your current workout is better than heavy lifting for better running performance? What I'm doing right now would be running for sure. We're doing a lot of leg exercises. We're not really pushing weight, but I'm sure people that lift heavy also do some of these, I would assume. I guess depending on what you're trying to do. Like, if you're going into, say, like a powerlifting competition, I would think you would just be, like you wouldn't really, in my mind, you wouldn't really have to do as much endurance building because you're just doing one limit, 1 rep maxes. Now, I could be wrong, obviously. I feel like they do train some endurance, but not near as on the level what we're doing. Now, when you're going to strongman, that's different. They do train a lot of endurance behind the scenes. Yeah. You want to get that heart rate constantly up there. and you want to build your endurance, in my personal opinion, HIIT workouts are the best. So set yourself up 5 exercises you can do. And when you pick them, it's very important to pick based on your skill level, right? So you don't want to pick, you don't want to pick jumping jacks into air squats, into say planks, into push-ups, into burpees, right? Like the flow is not there. You're constantly under strain on a lot. Like so, if you're doing, for example, jumping jacks into squats, that might be fine, and that'll exhaust you for a bit. Once you get to that second and third and fourth and fifth round, you're gonna find a big struggle. Same with, you wouldn't want to do a plank where you're using your arms to hold yourself up and your legs, and then go into something like push-ups or burpees, because you're gonna exhaust the hell out of your arms way too quickly. So if you want to do those 5 exercises, that's fine, but you'd want to mix it up. Like start off with squats, go into your push-ups, and then go into, you say your jumping jacks, then your planks, then whatever lunges or whatever else. Kind of again based on your physique and what you're trying to accomplish. Start off easy, 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest. Each exercise, 5 exercises. So jumping jacks 30 seconds. As soon as that 30 seconds is up, you rest. And your 30 seconds, once your rest 30 seconds is up, you're already into the next workout. It's not rest for 30 seconds, get down to your position, burn the clock. You just got to keep going. Generally I do 3 rounds, at least on stream. So say if you're doing a 3 round, you're doing 5 exercises, all cycled 3 times each. The first one's my warm up. I put my effort into it. Second one, I'll pick it up just a bit. And the third one, you give everything you have to each exercise. By the end of your circuit, you should be exhausted. You should have trouble speaking while talking. Your heart rate should be really elevated. And you just keep doing that. Rest for 4 or 5 days, give another one, and slowly you'll be able to build it up. Generally, I'm at the point where I'm doing a minute of work and 15 seconds of rest. I would like to bump that up to 2 minutes. 2 minutes of solid work and maybe 30 seconds of rest. And cycle that 3 to 5 times. I think that'll be Tuesday night. We'll try that out. All right. I'm gonna jump off the bike again. Get into some other stuff. If you want a good all-around exercise for endurance too, look up Spartan burpees. There's a couple different ways to do burpees, but Spartan one, jump up, land down, in essentially your push-up position like I was doing. So, give you a quick little demonstration. Now, again, kind of already getting exhausted, so it might look sloppy, but essentially you're jumping off your feet into your push-up, chest down, must touch the floor. Do your push-up. As you push up, once you hit that kind of plank position, you're jumping up, and you jump. If you have to be off the air, hands must be at least above the ears to count as a Spartan burpee. Again, if you fail an obstacle in Spartan, you have to do 30 of those in a row before you can move on. It's very exhausting. I tell you, even in top physical shape, it took me about 5 minutes to do it, to do 30 of them before I moved on. And I had to repeat that 7 different times. Progressively, obviously, the more exhausted you are, the longer it takes. Burpees are the #1 endurance building exercise with no weight, in my opinion. Okay, so we're gonna go into some more lunges, because we're here. This time we're gonna go with kind of a reverse dip. And I'm on the toes of my foot. I'm on the toes, simulating again running motion. You'll feel it right in here on the leg you're dipping down, your calf, and your toes if you're doing this type of exercise. That burns. Love it. I'm gonna build myself a strap. What are we gonna take with us? Let's do some simulation here. Actually, let's just ignore the kettlebell for now. I got a different one I want to do. Okay, so this is going to look really awkward and very hard to do in this small room. Slightly too close, whatever, we'll figure it out. So, another great tool for building your legs, your grip, as well as your endurance when it comes to your movement of your legs. All the farmers carry. Now you can use a big yoke machine. It's essentially like a squat rack. You lift up and you walk around with it. Put a crap ton of weight on it. Or if you're not that strong or you don't have that equipment, you can use plates. Now I'm using my 45s. It's the right amount of weight for me. It also is the only plates I have with a deeper groove. My fingers barely fit in it, but that's kind of good. We're working on. I'm really sweaty. Hopefully I don't drop these and break my ankle. But so we're just gonna do laps around the bench. Stand up straight, shoulders are back, and you're just walking. And if you have a gym, like a big box gym or whatever, just practice doing like walking around the gym with these. You already feel the grip going. All right, so we get 3 laps of that right now. It might be better without the bench and just going back and forth, thinking about it, because it's just not ideal. If I had 2 kettlebells of the same weight, you could do the same thing with kettlebells, or even dumbbells if you had nice heavy dumbbells. Maybe I'll do that with the 55s instead. Two hours a day is a long time. It depends on how you spend your 2 hours. Again, you start off with an easy HIIT workout. Depending on how many cycles you're doing and how much rest in between. We did the last workout I just did was 1 minute of work, 15 seconds of rest. I cycled that 3 times, 5 exercises, and I believe it was right on the dot of 15 minutes, or 18 minutes or something like that. It was not very long at all. Best bang for your buck for building your endurance and with calisthenics anyways is HIIT workouts. You're gonna, again, it doesn't take as long. If you're lifting a lot of weights, you've got to factor in your rest time. If you're lifting heavy, you want to rest more. Even if you're doing endurance, like say you're only doing 25s on your bench or whatever's low to you, you might do 5 to 10 reps, rest for 2 minutes, 5 to 10 rests, and it kind of adds up. So your time is spent what you're trying to work on. Running, sprinting, jumping, and pull-ups, those are all great. Running takes quite a long time, right? When you go out for a run, especially if you're trying to build your times, you want to consistently run more than what you're doing. So to get my 5K up, I was running 10K. I was running 10K to get my 5K up. I was running 15K to get my 10K up, okay? And then eventually I just started going, okay, well I'm at 15, let's try to do a half marathon. And I've done 5 on my own, 4 on my own so far in personal time, 1 through the Spartan event. This year we are going to finish a marathon. It will be a personal marathon. I will just do it on my own. The most I've ever ran so far is 34.42 kilometers. And the most I've ran since the Beast, which was October 23rd, the most I've ran since that has only been 16 kilometers. So I still am working my way back up. I'm just gonna put myself under a little bit of weight here, just doing kettlebell swings. Sorry for the crazy. Switch it up. Just fooling around here with the kettlebell, mixing up swings. slowly walking around with it, and then throwing in some lunges. 53-pound kettlebell. We're simulating the 50-pound bucket carry or sandbag carry. This is probably more closer to a sandbag carry, even though the weight isn't shifting. So, 10. 10 lunges. Another good tip that helped me a lot for running was limiting your water usage. Now that might sound kind of counter to what a lot of people say, stay well hydrated, and I don't mean don't stay well hydrated. So what I mean is, if you're running a 5 kilometer, you should be able to run that 5 kilometers with no water. I'm up to now where my 10Ks are casual. The 16K I did the other last week, 2 weeks ago, sorry. No water at all the entire run. That doesn't mean don't stay hydrated. Hydrate your body beforehand, get used to not, because again, if you're going for times, for one, you don't want to keep slowing down, slugging a water bottle, you're carrying it, it's awkward. There's a lot of little things that I don't like about why. Okay, I enjoyed talking to you, man, and hopefully we can work on running together. I am doing outdoor runs and workouts once the snow goes away. I'll be going right across the street on the track, and we'll work on our sprints and our timing together. Have a great day, man. Really enjoyed talking to you. All right, going back to the bike for a little. Again, simulating running. So we just hit over an hour, about an hour and 2 minutes into our endurance workout here. We've had the weighted vest on, I'd say, what? At least 45 minutes. Feels like it's not even there other than the odd drop of sweat hitting my ass. I feel great though. I'm just eating one of them honeycomb waffle things. They're great for races. Gives you a lot of carbs and it has natural sugars. Easy to digest, easy to carry, very flat. You can good in your pocket or even under your short or your tights. And so that's one thing I haven't talked about is both hydration and nutrition, I guess. I would call it nutrition, food. Now I just said about running without water, and that works for your shorter distances. Obviously you're going to need to rehydrate. The more you sweat, the more you lose sodium, the more obviously you lose your water content in your body. You need to replace that. You do not want to get dehydrated. Very bad things will happen. When I did my first 21K, I bought a hydration backpack, full of water, 2 liters of water, 3 liters of water, I can't remember what it filled. Started running with it. Got used to the chafing, got used to the movement of it, wasn't a big deal. But I did still find it a hassle, but I needed it. Now, pick your conditions according to your body, and again, your training level. In the summer, depending where you live too, right here in Ontario, we get extremely humid summers. They're not necessarily hot comparatively to a lot of other places. Like, generally the hottest we get is like, degrees wise is like 25 to 30 degrees Celsius. Now, when you add the humidity though, it does spike the temperature, you can get into the 40s. But again, not overall as hot as a lot of other places in the world. But it does drain you. You do sweat a lot more in the humidity, so you need to replenish yourself a lot more. What do you drink? Well, water is obviously number one choice. Really, really hot days, if I know I'm going for a longer run, anything more than say a 5K, I'll carry a water bottle, normally a plastic one. Just one of them to-go plastic bottles, you know, your dollar store special, whatever. 500 ml. Again, nothing that's going to obstruct me from running. You can kind of hold it. Once it's depleted, you can crunch it down, throw the lid back on, and put it right in your pocket. It's really not going to give you that much. Or if you're lucky and you have garbage nearby, you know, whatever, toss it in. So yeah, generally for me, I do about 500 milliliters of water while running in the summer for a 10K. The winter's completely different. I enjoy running in the cold a lot more. And if it's not like a super windy day, but it's nice and cold, again, I can run 10 kilometers easy, don't touch the water bottle. 15 kilometers, I might have a swig at 15, but generally I'm good with that. So you want things in long runs, endurance races. On my 21K on the beast, I ended up getting dehydrated. First time I ever got that dehydrated. My head was spinning. I was halfway up a mountain. Well, a hill, sorry. We don't have mountains in Ontario. Halfway up the ski hill. And I was about 1.5 kilometers from water, the nearest water station, and we don't, you know, of course, doing the first course, you don't know where the water stations are even at. I remember going up this hill and struggling so bad, and my whole body started shutting down. And I just didn't manage my water well enough because I was so used to my running, right? So in my head, my 21 kilometer run, if I'm out, my best is 135. I'm thinking, okay, with the obstacles, yes, I'm going to fail a few here and there. Factoring in running in hills and mud. I'm like, yeah, 2 hours. Okay, so the event shouldn't take me more than 4 hours. And if okay, well, the best time is like 2 hours and 10 minutes. I'm pretty athletic. So, you know, like, okay, sub 3 hours. I think I can do it in sub 3 hours. And that's what's in my head, right? Like, the 21K takes me average of 1 hour and 40 minutes. I'm like, I don't know, 20 minutes on for the obstacles and running. No, 4 hours and 41 minutes. I didn't manage my intake well, food. So things to have on the trail when you're running. Sorry, it's reversed, but let me go over here. So these are the waffles I'm talking about. You can get them in generally any store, health food store, or we have them in our superstore. It's kind of like a Walmart, but it's not. Low ball superstore or whatever. little blahs. Very good to have on you. They have little gummies that are the same, full of carbs, a little bit of sugars. Cliff bars. I have problems with my stomach when it comes to whey protein. So Cliff bars for me just make me bloated, but they're packed full of carbs and protein. So a lot of people take those with them. M&M's. Things are small. You can comfortably carry in your pockets, or if you wear a vest. They recommend for 21K you carry a water vest. A lot of people in the little side pockets and stuff put stuff. So a trail mix mixed with M&M's. But not only do you get the protein and the carbs from the nuts, you're getting sugar from the chocolate. Keeping your sugar levels is very important. Taking Noon NUUN tablets you can dump in water. They're kind of like a Gatorade or a Gatorade packet. You want to replenish your electrolytes, hydration, carbs, and sodium. Big four that I've encountered when it comes to endurance racing. So we're gonna go right at 30 here. See what we can dead hang. Uh, 25 seconds. Yeah, we're just keeping the body under strain for a minimum 2 hours today. Very low resting. No plan on the exercises. And yes, obviously when you're doing endurance, most of the time you're working a lot of legs. You have a nice big area. It's a great exercise. So essentially it's like a frog leap, and then you bear walk back to the start, rinse and repeat. Ideally you would want to do it more than a 4 meter stretch, 6 meters, whatever, not meters, 6 feet stretch. You'd want to do about 100 meters of that. Start off slow, 50 meters maybe. Again, at a gym, running track, all this. I can't wait for, again, this snow to be gone. I got so many exciting endurance workouts outside that I want to stream. You'd be amazed what you can do with simple 100 meters of road or pavement. Two, three, more. 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. And again, simulating walking lunges is extremely good. For a 12. Another 20. Okay, so I'm gonna actually put these back because this wasn't working the way I wanted it to. Okay. Legs starting to stiffen. So again, simulating the farmer's carry, just using dumbbells this time. We're just gonna go straight up and back. Again, the more area you have to do this straight is better. Okay. They're fine. Update my stuff. Starting to warm up. I almost kind of want to maybe get a run in. Let's see what the feels like -11, only 6 km/h wind. Okay. Oh shit! Sorry. Come on, load up. I accidentally killed the music. There it is. Kind of exited everything by accident there, sorry. Just give me 1 second here. Anybody watch UFC? We got a big height fight today. I don't honestly how well the fight's going to be. I probably will watch the replays Sunday morning as I usually do. I haven't been able to stay up late enough to watch them anymore. Alright, okay. We fixed everything we closed by accident. I'm gonna get this phone charged up, so after this stream and we're fully exhausted our body, we're gonna go for a run.
Alright. Okay, so we're an hour and 19 minutes in, which means we've been working out the weight vest for over an hour now. Alternating between the bike. What do we do? We're at 20, 40, 60, 81, 130 lunges, over a minute of dead hangs, various other random exercises. Again, no plan today, just other than a 2-hour straight endurance building workout. Just kind of going how we feel, keeping the body under constant strain, very little resting. If you're interested in gaming, we are playing Elden Ring tonight, 4 p.m. Hopefully I don't die near as much as I did last night. I think good 50% of the stream is me dying. Give me one. Sorry, the charging cable's pulling it too much. I'm gonna struggling with it. Hey. So again, mixing up various exercises, simulating running, simulating some hill climbs best we can, keeping weight on us. We don't have much of a walking area. Oh. 55-pound dumbbell. This is going to simulate more of a bucket carry. Now your arms are obviously going to be a lot wider. But ideally, you want to walk with this about 50 meters up and down, slight elevation. Maybe we take it in some lunges.
climbers here. Alternating the leg. Let's go back into the bike. Pat down. Done a lot of biking this week. Trying to get my heart rate up. Alright. 25 seconds exactly. Awesome. We're now an hour and a half exactly of our consistent workout. Mixing up like on the bike, simulating running, doing weights, carries, things like that. Weighted vest has been on for about an hour, 15 minutes total. Feels great. Going into this fully exhausted body, the mind was right though. The mind was right, it felt good. Say that, I think that's the first cat whisker we lost. Okay, let's go right over here. So we're going up, we're out of the way of this. Again, we're gonna do some more upward lunges with the vest. So again, we're simulating hill climbs. It's just showing something different. That last song was kind of blah. I'm just gonna take the 12 pound sandball to simulate carrying something. So now we've got 32 pounds up on us. head on it. 25. Go do a modified kind of mountain climber. Keep that core tight, chest is up. Doing it with music. I'm gonna go back to the bike. I really like the lunges up there. I'm gonna keep going on that. Absolute banger of a song. If it was Avicii. But I mean, we're doing what we do. Break this. Burn to the bike, just burned 273 calories just on the bike alone. Probably more like triple that. And this feeling right now is why I like to run, why I like endurance races. It sucks for the first little bit until you get that euphoric feeling. If you're run long distance, you'll know that a term runner's high. It is a real thing. No, you don't get actually high. It's when you get a heightened sense. I guess the best way to describe it, it's like your mind just clears. It's easy to breathe. The best way I can describe it is like almost like, yeah, like my mind's fully cleared. I have all these thoughts that go through my head. I normally wouldn't, like little ideas maybe while I'm running, I have an idea for a mouthpiece that could be like better, or develop a piece of equipment. You know, just random thoughts just come through my head and flow and stick there, and I think about it while I'm running. There's nothing else. It's like meditation to me, right? It just flows right through. The euphoric feeling, the happiness. When I started this, I was sore everywhere. I was sluggish. We went pushed through it. We're now an hour 37 minutes in, and it took me about an hour and a half to get this feeling. But now I feel like I just woke up. I feel honestly like, again, we've been going an hour, almost 40 minutes straight. A weighted vest on for an hour and a half of that. And I feel like my body's weightless. I don't have pain anywhere. My breathing's completely fine. I actually feel like I'm talking better now, and I just did a sprint on the bike. This is why I do long distance and endurance racing. Just that feeling. So I am practicing. This is not just for Twitch. I am practicing for working my way up to a 4-hour endurance heat that I would like to do. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to do it this year because I've already have my buddy. We have 6 races to do, and even though I do pay half my way, gas, food, etc., it's a lot for him to take time off, especially when the weekends he has his kids. So he has to get a babysitter stuff, and I don't want to put too much on him. He is just getting back into it. We've already signed up for 6. So if we can manage to find a vehicle, that's the first order of business for my personal life, is we're looking at getting a vehicle. Maybe I can make a hurricane heat in June. There's one in Montreal, and then the very next day, so a 4-hour hurricane heat, and the very next day would be our 5K event. But I feel like honestly at this point I could do the 4-hour hurricane heat. I just like to train to get better and better. The only thing I'm concerned about is my knees. After long distances, my knees start to go. So let's see. We are at 42 minutes on the bike, and 20.5 kilometers clock total on the bike in this segment. So we've done about an hour of working out mixed in with the bike so far. I appreciate the free chat log and the one view. Thank you. I will not be buying. It's counterproductive for me to buy. I did turn on in Streamlabs verified users, so to have a verified email before chatting. I don't know why I keep getting these. Maybe they are verified users. I don't know that these bots that keep asking me to buy ads. Buy viewers. Can't you? Hey buddy, it's going great, actually fantastic. I'm having a great workout. We're doing a 2-hour endurance building, consistent movement for 2 hours, mixing in the bike with various exercises. I don't have a plan, it's just kind of going. A lot of lunges, we've been working dead hangs. We've done some carries, jumping up and down burpees. It's a weighted vest. There's two 10-pound plates, so 20 pounds. I've had this on, so we're at 1 hour 42 minutes. I've had this on since 10 minutes in, 10-15 minutes in. Yes, it does help. That's another 30. We're just doing some knee highs, bouncing off our toes, simulating a run. Again, I'm not doing time on most of this. I'm not counting, just feeling out the body, switching up different exercises, keeping that heart pumping for 2 hours. And we're gonna go in dead hang as best we can again on holding our legs up. So the whole purpose of the dead hang, now it does help with certain muscles. I'm doing it for grip. I have a very hard time with my right hand holding a grip. So this is practice for monkey bar obstacles. We're going to call it 25 seconds, even though it's like 27. I don't want to go and figure out numbers. So we're just going to round down. Think fast, welcome. I do. I use pre-workout. Okay. If you want to use pre-workout, it's a very, very great alternative to coffee. Slightly different benefits, right? I've never drank coffee a day in my life. I used to be an avid pop drinker. I've dwindled that down a lot. But I do take pre-workout. It's a brand called Iron Kingdom. A Canadian brand, but also one of the cleanest that I found. I've been using it for over 2 years now. Actually, probably more like 3. Best bang for your buck. Like I said, like for stuff I've used, I've tried about 7 or 8 different pre-workouts since I've started, and this was the one. It's the cleanest I found. I don't get the jitters. I don't get that huge crash after. I don't, so what I recommend. I also buy their vegan protein blend because I have a whey problem with dairy. So any whey and even soy proteins really just bloat the hell out of my stomach. Whereas this is mostly a pea blend, and I don't get any bloating. Realize this bench is all starting to break for me doing these lunges. Probably the cats too, but I'll take the blame.
So again, we're just doing whatever exercise feels good. I'm doing another modified hill climb. This time holding the ball, trying to hold it stable, is engaging the core as well.
There's a lot of clicking in my back. Let's just stop that. Thank you. I do work really hard and I should be eating really well, but I don't.
Yeah, I recommend, like I said, Iron Kingdom. Price point, it's a fair price point. It's definitely more expensive than your traditional run of the markets, but again, you're kind of paying for what you get, right? Like C4 is popular because of its name, but it's also one of the most garbage-filled products. It's full of so much just crap that you don't need and is actually bad for your body. And that's what me and my buddy ended up starting with, because that's what everyone used to use back in the day, you know, and you get that, it felt like needles prickling all over, and just, you get a huge sugar crash at the end. It's just an awful product, and that's why it's like 30 bucks. Yeah, fuck C4. Red Label's also terrible. Felt like I was drinking cardboard, and I was actually getting weird like heart palpitations, if that's the proper word. Like it felt like my heart was skipping, and then I would almost throw up after within an hour of drinking it. It's like my body just wanted to reject it. Do not recommend Red Label at all. Like I said, since I've had Iron Kingdom, it's been the one I've stuck with. Grizzly is another one. So Grizzly's pretty good. I don't get the same mind focus as Iron Kingdom, but it's their sister company. It's fairly new. It's a little cheaper, but it's very good as well. Their flavors are awesome. And that's one thing about Iron Kingdom too, is their flavors are spot on. Their newest flavor is wild cherry, and I have not ordered another one since. It is an amazing flavor. It's basically like, tastes exactly like those little sour cherry candies, except not as sour. White Freezy's good. They got mango pineapple. They're all great flavors. Green apple, I hate green apple flavored anything. It's funny because I'll eat green apples. The Granny Smiths are my favorite fruit, but I hate green flavored things, green apple flavored things. And actually one time I had to order green apple because they were out of the other stuff, and it's actually not that bad comparatively to the other kind of stuff. Okay. 16. There was another one I tried, highly recommended, from Body Systems. I think that's what it's called. It's like a smaller franchisee shop in Canada. I don't know if they have them in America. I could be wrong on the name, but I want to say it was like Body Systems or something. But of course, they're trying to upsell all their products. I remember buying the pre-workout. It's the only thing I've ever returned. Ever, I think, in my life, was something I bought. I recommended from a bodybuilder, blah, blah, blah. Bought it, tried it, almost fucking puked. Got no focus, nothing, took it back. I was like, nope, I'll go, and at that time we were taking C4 and I was trying to find a substitute. I was like, I'll just go back to C4. Now,
I'm pre-workout. I don't follow the pre-workouts. It's hard to explain. Like, it's easy to explain, but it's hard to explain in my mind. So they recommend you take it for 3 weeks and you cycle off. So 3 weeks on, 2 weeks off. I've been taking pre-workout every workout for about 4, if not 5 years straight. I've never fully cycled off of it. I should, but it's kind of been a part of my workouts now. It gets me that. It's not even just the energy, it's the focus, the mental focus I get from it. Because I find if I don't take it, I just kind of drift off. It's like, before I started streaming, I'd be on my phone, you know, because it's right there. And first you start switching songs, then you're on Instagram, then you're on Facebook, then you're on YouTube. Next thing you know, half an hour's went by and you haven't done anything. And that's where the pre-workout keeps me focused, is what I'm doing. Let's see, where are we on for distance here? Okay, so we're just past a half marathon on the bike. We're dwindling down on time here. Almost hit the 2 hours. I'm gonna go up to probably 23 on the bike, and then we get off the bike. All right, I probably honestly will be off. We're 6.5 minutes away from the 2 hour mark. Now I was just gonna keep going if the viewership was there, but the weather's really taken a turn, and I haven't gotten out to get a run in for a while. So I'm actually gonna just refuel and at the 2 hour mark, and then go for a run, even though my knees are killing me. So I'll be on later tonight, 4 p.m. We'll be playing Elden Ring. If you're interested in gaming or you just want to talk, we can talk fitness, you know, whatever. So hopefully I'll see you tonight and you have a great day. Now I'm just going to finish up this last kilometer. We'll go to 23 on the bike. That gives us about 5.5 minutes. 5 minutes finish up our exercises. We'll hit that 2 hour endurance stream of constantly moving our bodies, constant heart pumping. For sure. Thank you for stopping by and chatting. Appreciate it. We do this 5 days a week, and 3 of those are night streams as well. So total of 8 streams. I'd like to keep it. I'd like to go longer, but we've got to build it first. Can't do this full time yet. I would love to be able to sit here and work out 8 hours, 10 hours straight. Hopefully soon. Last 100 meters. All right, awesome. What did that take us on the bike? 40, just under 47 minutes. So we're at a total of 113 lunges. Let's round that up. I don't like odd numbers. Another 25 seconds exactly. Awesome. Two minutes 40 seconds total of the dead hangs. Okay, last 2 minutes. Shake out these legs. We've seen some mountain climbers. Just various movements. Last 30 seconds, we're just gonna simulate some running. There we are. 2-hour endurance building workout. Lots of energy left. Legs are a little sore, but they've been sore doing like a typical leg day. Did a lot in the way of biking and stuff. I'm gonna take a cool down, rehydrate, refuel, probably just some grapes, a little bit of leftover rice. And then I think I'm gonna go for a small run. We'll probably just keep the weight vest on too. Pick up the music here. So really appreciate everybody who stuck around, who tuned in. Enjoy talking to you. Hopefully you guys have a great day. If you're not gonna, I don't see you tonight. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday and your weekend. We are off tomorrow for fitness, but I may get back into some Elden Ring. So tonight, 4 p.m. we're doing Elden Ring again. Maybe Sunday, probably not, to be honest. Day. Work on me on Sunday. Just take a complete rest day, mentally and physically. Yeah, so we'll play some Elden Ring, we'll chat fitness, we'll chat UFC if you're interested in that, predictions, things like that. I had a great workout, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to refuel and then I'm going to hit a run and go from there. I'm going to quickly update the board. I did a lot this week. So we did 23 kilometers. Wow. Almost halfway done the bike in the first week. Lunges. Okay, so we did 130. Look at that. It works out evenly to 300. Now,
we're just over par, so an average of 250 lunges a week will hit that 1,000. And then the dead hangs, we did a total of 2 minutes. Oh, sorry, so 10.4. Normally I wouldn't put points. Let's go 10.5. We'll knock off 10 seconds because I don't like uneven numbers. But I'm going to end the stream here, and again, hopefully I'll see you guys.